Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome to a new stream of, well, not a new stream, a continued stream of City Skylines, how a city works. I am trying some new kind of streaming software, so bear with me if things aren't 100%, but I hope it will be. Okay, so I've had a look at what's going on in our city over here, the city of Vanilla Vale, where we've just started work on a bakery and so on, and I think we're starting to see a little bit of problems with traffic. I did mention this bridge in the last time, in the last one, and I do think that it is time for us to look into it a little bit more detail. I don't want to just increase the size of it, as it's very difficult to really upgrade a bridge like this. So the idea would be that a new bridge would be required somewhere, and maybe a small bridge because there's not a lot of room elsewhere, but that we could then start doing one-way loops. I think as cities like this, where there's a very limited potential for these kind of inner city roads to change or to upgrade to become bigger and better roads, we kind of start seeing things like new bridges and one-way systems and things like that. So there's two things I want to have a look at over here now, and that's going to be the primary focus of this episode. It's going to be how are we going to connect the rail from the one side to the other side, and the other piece is going to be how are we going to start an extra bridge somewhere over here and then alleviate a lot of this traffic that we're currently experiencing over here. So let's quickly have a look at what we can do with that. So I'll go with the rail first. So if we grab the rail, I will see about running something over here. So the two options we have is to go double bridge over the top here, remove some of these buildings and see how we deal with that. The second option is for the bridge to go, or for the rail to go into a tunnel, and the road to go over the top. And I think that might be a little bit more realistic given the space we have available over here. Okay, so let's get into that. Let's see, can we in fact get the... We really can't seem to get that underneath here. Well, let's start by switching off the snapping. We don't want it to snap. Can go there, but I want it to go underneath. So this is where we probably need a little bit of modding support. That's not quite what I had in mind. But what we can do is we should be able to use Mover to sort us out a little bit. So let's do a little section like that. We'll grab Move It and we'll drop that down a fair bit. Okay, and we will try and do that. We don't have the mod that's actually gonna let us do that though. Okay, we're gonna struggle with this. Okay, well let's not do that then. Let's get rid of that. And what I think we should do is we should try and repurpose this area through here. So this is exactly the kind of thing cities struggle with, is how do they do this without kind of demolishing the entire inner city and rebuilding it in general. So that's just the kind of things that they have to deal with. Okay, so let's try something else. If we do this though, okay, so what we could do, but we'll have to run them quite tightly together and we will lose buildings on this side. Unless we go underground over here, but we won't have enough space. We won't have enough space. So we're going to lose some stuff as it goes through here, but we do in fact need to go underground though. Okay, so let's say that, and if we go down, it immediately says the slope is too steep. It really does want a nice gradual slope to go underneath the river, and even this I don't think it'll work. So let's try this, and then if we go, oh, that can in fact work. So where would we pop this out? I think somewhere over there is probably about the right spot for us. So let's slowly maneuver it like into a direction like this. So that goes, we're tunneling underneath. And let's leave it at that for the time being, while we try and see what we could do, potentially do with our road over here. I don't think we can move that at all, can we? Yeah, we have very little ability to move the other side of this. So so we'll have to see how best we can deal with that. Potentially we just do this and we bring in actually, okay, let's say we're gonna have to get rid of this guy, and we'll have to probably get rid of that guy, and then we'll see if we can tie these guys in here. So then we're gonna grab a bridge. This time we're gonna start with like a 3-lane bridge, and we're gonna run this across the river over here. Kind of something like this. Okay, so that's like a one-way, like so, and then we will tie this in over here. So in order for us to tie that in, and it's going to look funny, okay, so we'll grab a little road section like that so that we can end up deleting this and that then, and we will tie that big guy in straight over there, and then we'll see about smoothing it out. So let's also upgrade that little section like so, and now we'll go and smooth this out, because this will be kind of smoothed out a little bit. So a little something like that potentially will be how something like this would look. So there we go. Now we've got we could see about connecting that on there, but I doubt that'll actually happen. So this is now a way for us to feed into here. I can also think that probably this section would be useful if that is one way also. So let's, but that will remain as small as it is. So let's do that. We'll upgrade this section here. There we go. So now we have a lot of flexibility with that, so that can run in through there. So this is a improved bridge, the Madison Bridge over here. I'll just see about, yeah, I think that's probably an appropriate bridge for a river of that size. Then what we'll do on this side is we'll also upgrade over here. We'll upgrade this little piece over here to go one way into that direction. Again, 3 lanes, because we've got it 3 lanes already. So if we do 3 lanes, we will go ahead and upgrade it like this. And that section will not upgrade, even though it should. But this section over here needs to be, this entire thing won't upgrade. So what I'll have to do here, let's grab the Move It tool. We'll raise this up to be, I believe, out of the way there. We'll have to raise that up as well, and we'll have to raise that up as well, and then I hope this will upgrade. So let's just see that. Yes, that's not gonna upgrade. Well, then we'll have to rebuild this little section here. I believe this section here will upgrade. Perfect, but we want to go in this direction. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Give me the 2-lane section, which we will be tying in over there. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of straightening up over there, and like so. Okay, and now we will be just putting it back down on the ground. A little something like that, basically. So now it's going to be a nice one-way arrangement, so we'll have to see how all of this works. These guys will be crossing the bridge over here, and then these guys will be coming back on their way from this side. So hopefully that resolves some of our traffic. At the moment it's obviously a bit of a disaster. And let me just see, we'll quickly tweak what we're doing. Okay, so this guy can only go there. You guys can go straight through. Yeah, I think that should be okay for now. And I'm just wondering what is happening with our signalized timings over here. Oh, we don't have. We've lost it. I'm sure we had some timings here. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that is now a little bit more helpful. That is actually working pretty well until it gets to gridlock on the other side. So let's just leave the signals there for a minute, and we'll see if we can get this to work a little bit better over here. Should be fine actually. The problem is we now have, do we have our buses coming in the other side? Let's quickly have a look at what's happening with our bus routes, because we obviously messed them up a fair bit. So these guys have to come and cross in over on this side. Yeah, so we messed up a lot of stuff over here, so we'll probably have to relook at a lot of that. Is this a signal? Yes, this is in fact a signal over here. So hopefully that will kind of solve things. I'm not too fond of how that's working over there, but it should be okay. Now, keep pressing the wrong button here. Okay, so I think that should be okay now. Did I? Yeah, I think I pressed the wrong button there. Hopefully we didn't lose too much of the stream there. Okay, so now let's see. We'll give that a bit of a it can run a little bit while we continue over here. So let's say we wanted to go probably slightly more higher density, maybe in the center over here, or actually on the main road instead. Let's grab that and place that in there. How's this sound? Does it sound okay? So we'll place that in there. We'll see. Maybe we'll use the inside for like community facilities or something like that. Maybe a little bit too much though. So let's just start off with the one side over here, up to about there. So this road shouldn't be too problematic. Actually, let's just fill in this entire thing, and we'll see how that starts growing. Okay, so that will start meeting a little bit of a demand over here. Okay, what's going on with the bakery? The bakery, not enough special goods. What does that mean? Flour. We have a flour mill, don't we? Yes, we do. So flour is being created. It's just waiting on it at the moment. Animal products over there, flour over here. So it should be getting flour, but maybe not quite enough. Oh, we need a little bit of water here. So let's try this in right there, and then we'll kind of run a bit of a water connection through there. We'll probably do a similar thing over there, and we'll also tie in the water right up here. Okay, so now all of that should work. There's still more demand for industrial. So I'm thinking we expand our office development on this side over here, and then we'll have a look at our bus routes. So if I go and see this is, shall we do an office development around this little hill? I think that is going to be good. We, however, need to provide a little bit of a road that goes up the hill. So we'll start it off like that, then we'll turn it in. Probably just gonna have to actually, it should be able to run down on the other side. So something like that. Then there's a spot for a few office buildings on the top of the hill right there. Okay, then we can expand this network. Now we'll turn snapping back on and we'll have them go straight. So we'll see where we end up with, actually like that, and then we'll probably need to turn it in a little bit away from the hillside there. Yeah, I think that's okay. Then we can connect this guy up there. Okay, good stuff. And we'll see what we end up doing with the avenue here. Just a normal avenue, this one. And I'm kind of tempted to start running it into this direction as well. Okay, so if we say do a little something like this, then the avenue is running in that direction, and this guy can kind of tie in with the avenue over here, so that we maintain the flow of our larger roads, but still provide a fair bit of connectivity. So something like that, for instance, actually works quite well to maintain a connection. Okay, now from this one, I'm thinking we need a few. Hi, Drunk Pilot, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Now let's just put a few pieces in here. We're just gonna go with a little bit of room here. Actually, we probably should tie that in over here instead of trying to get it back to that one. That will be slightly more problematic. Let's grab some of the smaller roads. I do like using some of these smaller roads for like maybe a laneway at the back, something like that. But trying to get it to go through these hills will probably be a little bit of a problem instead. So maybe, hang on, let's see how we can try and tweak it a little bit. Yeah, something like that I think is okay, and then we can tie it in over there. So now we're not doing too much with that. Okay, perfect. So now let's get some more offices in there. Okay, so let's grab this, kind of tie in most of this as offices over here, and we'll have to make sure there's power and water and all those kind of things. And I also want to run the offices over the top here as well. So there we go. That should do the trick. A nice hilly little office complex. We'll run it down here also. Okay, let's get rid of that piece. We'll get rid of that piece, see what that looks like. They need water and power at the moment. So let's see about providing water through here. We'll try and tie in the water over here also. Okay, good stuff. Power, yeah, power seems to be connected, so that's good. We can add a little more of the road here. Actually, let's before that gets built out, let's remember to add a piece of road here, and then we'll just get rid of those little sections. So Grey Street, the little laneway in the middle there, is going in, and I'm kind of tempted to do a little loop like that for Grey. Now everything is called Grey Street. Now, well, then we're not connecting that. Let's do that. Let's make sure that's Victoria Street, and this is just to be a little cul-de-sac. I think that makes sense actually on a road like that. So let's continue to fill in the pieces here. It's gonna improve the shape of everything really. Okay, so there's some more office supply over there. We are seeing a little bit, we probably need a bit of a crematorium or something over here. Yeah, this area is not well served, so maybe a little something, actually maybe a little something at the back over here is not a bad idea. get a crematorium in there, so that'll help serve this area right there. And we're trying to make use of the shape of the environment here, but not always getting it done so successfully. Okay, with that in mind, we've got to see a bit of a death wave going on now. Is this thing empty yet? Well, let's unempty it now. Let's allow new pickups to be created over here, so hopefully that'll solve those issues there. We're still facing a little bit, but the flow across the river is now doing really well. So the other part of this arrangement is to make to get ourselves a bit of a one-way section. Let's one-way these two roads, and then once we've done that, we'll kind of sort out the rest of it. Okay. So that section there, I think, well, can be two-way, so it can go up there. But then what we'll do is we'll do one way from these two. So let's do that. Get ourselves a one-way section here to alleviate traffic as best we can. Okay, so that's also going to mess up the bus stuff completely. So we're going to do this. Which direction are we traveling? Excellent. So let's do one way through there. All the way. We'll have to redo those things completely. I'm interested in doing one way to this entire section up to here. Then this section can be, and then we'll do one way in that direction. Okay, sorry guys, you're going into this direction. The other way. And like that. Ooh. Like this, like that, and like that, and then they can feed into here. Okay, so with the one-way setup, things should work much better. Let's just see about how we actually get to deal with that. This section here, though, could be quite busy, because that actually, so what I'll do is this section will have to be one way as well. Okay, so now that is one way, so this will flow through there quite nicely. Yeah, that'll be really good. We just need to, that needs to be a signal, obviously. Okay, so hopefully that means it's not too bad on everything else here. So a lot of guys trying to make that around. Okay, let's get the buses. I think now the buses needs to be looked at. Okay, can we open up all of our bus lines, and then I just would like to kind of have a look what we've got. Okay, forget about, I don't want to build bus stations. I want to maybe just have a look at the lines themselves. So this thing, yeah, I think we need to redo the bus lines completely. The loop here would be, yeah, it's not working anymore. We need to fix it. Okay, so let's see. Open up the buses. Can we somehow delete them? Oh, we can by doing this. Okay, so let's see. That one over here, the Albion one, I think that one is okay. We might have to tweak that a little bit. The Kent loop, I think is also fine. We just have to tweak what's happening with this little section here. The main is the problem. So let's get rid of main. We'll get rid of that completely. Then Nelson Valley is up here. That one is not too bad. We'll try and fix that. The main reverse loop, we'll get rid of that one. Okay, and then let's see the other one, Riverview line. Yeah, the Riverview line is a bit of a mess. Where is it going? It's going to that side. Let's get rid of Riverview line and Riverview reverse as well. And then the Robin Ring over here is absolutely fine. And then the Sunshine line is a bit of a mess over there, but I'll not get rid of it completely. I will just try and tweak this. So let's start off by tweaking the Sunshine line, and then we'll get the others in there. So the Sunshine line is basically going up and down here, and now this is quite a mess here. So instead of going in there, the Sunshine line will in fact let's go and stop over there. No, hang on. So we'll do a bit of this. Come on. Okay, and then the Sunshine line is coming in here to stop next to the station over here, or very close to the station over here. Okay, so I think that is the fix for the Sunshine line. Now let's get our main lines in place. So now actually we just want to do a bit of a loop here. So let's start off by running down here. Ooh, that line there I still need to fix a little bit. Okay, so we'll come in there, and we will come around over the top here and then start running in here as well, probably like that, and around the corner here and around here somewhere, and then it'll go over the top and conclude. Why is it not doing this though? Why is it running that way around? There's something funny here. Am I missing something? Is this not connected? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, we've got a few more minutes left, so let's try and fix this issue first, and then we'll see. So I will just want to look at what is this not connected? Something seems a little off here. Well, it doesn't really seem off, so I'll just have to see what's going on there. It's actually allowed. This is potentially, that is what is required. Is that what it is? Shall we? Oh, there's something funny here. Let's have a look. If we move that, that looks a little better though. Probably need to page it up just a tad. It's still not getting any traffic doing that, so it's still a lot of stuff just going around there. Though I think this should just quite easily do this. Let's get the let's just do the update over here. So we don't need that to be like two lanes. We don't want them to be doing all of this necessarily. So let's just make sure we kind of our space already occupied. We can't seem to sort that out. So let's get rid of that, and we will tie this in again over here. And now there's a lot of stuff happening, allowing this to happen over here. Good stuff. Okay, I think that should help it out. I just want to make sure you're not doing that move, and I just want to make sure you're not doing that move whatsoever, and then we'll have to see about all the other pieces. Now if I go back to the bus, we should be able to squeeze in from this line here. If we then say we want to go over there, nice, it's tying in over there. So there was a bit of an issue with that piece. So hopefully this will clear up some of the stuff that we're facing here. We still need to do some other bus lanes, but I think that's going to be the end of this City Skyline stream. We're going to switch over to Airport CEO now. So see you in a couple of minutes as I start up Airport CEO, and then we'll continue our sandbox build. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.